What's up, my friends? Okay, listen, so right now we're in BeamNG, of course, but the thing is, you guys never really seen actual cars in BeamNG. See, as an entertainer, I gotta show you pretty much everything. So, I'm just gonna show you some, cars in BeamNG.drive, of course, so we can kind of examine the details and stuff, because I want to have mods on top of, like, other mods. I made the mistake to do that in the other parts, but I'm just gonna go show you, like, for example, this truck. Like, we'll see the details so you guys can see it, because personally I care about details a lot. If you guys can tell, personally, my favorite thing in video games are details, but there's some games that don't really qualify for that, in my opinion. And like Expedition, I don't know how to say it. I'm not talking about Expedition 33, but speaking of Expedition 33, is it a robot trying to copy a game with AI or something like that looks just like it? But anyways, alright, so here's the what's this called? Autobello Piccolina. Okay. So here it is. It looks pretty cool. I definitely, so this is actually official BeamNG, so there's no mods in this video, but it has some nice chrome low rim. It's just like, yeah, it's like a lot of things you can just take out, and this is what it actually looks like. It looks really nice, not gonna lie. I love the chrome rims and stuff on it. And then here's the backlight. Let's see if I can open this. Here's the engine and the backlight. So it is working pretty realistically, not gonna lie. I'm sorry if I'm not doing this well. It's just I'm still kind of outstanding spectator mode, but it's really realistic. This is what a mod should look like. Nice and realistic, just like that. Alright. And then the lights, yeah, okay, and then we got this like little back bumper, which is really cool. And then let's check out the door. So if we open the door right now, jeez, here's what the door looks like. It has nice fuzzy texture with a real looking door handle with a nice windows, kind of like split windows, and like you can roll it down. Oops, and I mean to do that. Oops, but yeah. And then over here we just got one singular dash, which is kind of interesting, but it definitely is pretty cool. And then you can see all the beautiful details to like the actual hatching. We got the shifter, so which is really cool. We got the glove bomb and some dashes that I can't really config with, but we also got some of the floor mat, which is really cool. And then if we open this door, here's the other side. It's really cool. And then let's check out this area. So interestingly, oops, I don't know how to open this. How do I open this? I don't know. Why is my alt not working? Hello? Oh, there we go. Okay. So let me just open that up, and then how the heck do I open this up? Might have to open it the legal way. Oh, it's right here. I'm stupid. Okay. So over here, this is kind of like the trunk space, if you guys were wondering. Yeah, definitely, it does have like a nice wheel over here, and it definitely has pretty good amount of room, not gonna lie. So honestly, I think it's a very cool car. I really like it. It honestly, not gonna lie, it's very beautiful, good detail, and I like how it drives. It drives pretty smooth. Sounds like a good engine. It's not gonna lie, pretty smooth car. I mean, steers pretty well. It does kind of drift out in high speeds, but it's pretty solid. Alright, now next up we got this config. The Autobello Piccolina or whatever. So this is I don't even know what kind of type. The Gambler 500 La Burrita Antenna, I don't know. But here it is. So it has like all the gas cans, which is pretty cool because you can actually like pick it up. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. See, look, you can actually pick up that, which is really cool. And then we got like oil, little toolbox. I mean, it's not actually details. Check engines good. Best. Oh yeah, there's also nothing in the toolbox, you guys were wondering. We got some of this rust details, which is really cool. And then we got like this straight up open engine, and then it does look like a different engine. I forgot what kind of engine type that is, but you know, But you can actually see like the exhaust pipes are like going, like because it's realistic. You know what I mean? Like look at that, I can actually move this, which is really cool. So BeamNG engine, we got these massive wheels, way bigger than the other ones. Kind of like truck wheels. We can see that the suspension also in these tires, which is really cool detail. Not gonna lie, we got the same kind of backlights, and then we got like this little roll cage kind of thing. And then in the front, we got smaller wheels, but still kind of the same texture. And then we got a random bathtub. I don't know why the game loved it. That just was a good idea, but I mean it's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. So we got a little bathtub without any water. I don't know if we can turn on any water. I mean that would be insane details if we could, but no. All right. Well, it wouldn't really be detailed because you have to have piping and stuff. See right here. But yeah, and then let's just open the door. Alright, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. So I forgot to tell you the most obvious detail. That's this little rubber ducky comb thing. I don't know if this is made by AI or made by Shopify or whatever that website is called. The one that you open a business or every single YouTube likes to sponsor it. But yeah, really cool, not gonna lie. I really like how unique this is. But this is not mod, we got the same dash kinda, and this time we got like a little back seat. But I don't think this is really for sitting. If you guys can tell the texture, it kinda looks like it's just like full body length, I guess. And then we got this little lid thing. I don't know what that's for. It's just a radio. I don't know exactly what that is, but it's really cool, not gonna lie. It does drive pretty fast, like you got minutes. But is it? Ooh. It's not too beautiful, not gonna lie. It definitely does steer surprisingly really good. You guys can see, I mean, it looks a little wobbly. You can't drive it, but honestly, generally it's not that bad. Okay, maybe it's that bad, but yeah, really cool, not gonna lie. I love this config car. It's really cool. And over here we got the drag ski one. So I don't know. So this one is called Sweetheart, I guess. So it's kind of like a pink with hearts, which is pretty cool for Valentine's. We got blue flames. Now we do kind of got this like little weird bumper over the engine, but we got like two big of these like turbos or something. I don't know. And then we got forgot what the supporter. I forgot what it's called, but it's really cool detail because like you can actually see even like to the wheel has details. Man, this game is insane. And then we got the engine, and then we get back here we got a massive roll cage, and we got a gaming chair. It looks like, which is pretty cool. We got some NOS on what it's called, and then we got a different gear shift, which is pretty cool. And then we got like more like a racing steering wheel with an actual proper dash, like oil temperature, km/h wheel, which is pretty cool. And then yeah, the paint job is really cool. I don't know if I can open up this, please. Oh yeah, forgot it. That's right. Alright, there we go. Let's just pop this open. What the heck? This is not even a mod. Why is it glitching? Alright, okay, I guess this thing does not want to come out. But here it is, kind of the same amount of space. I don't know why it doesn't really want to come out, but it's pretty cool. Oh, actually, it's because it's so easy to take it out. Wow, look at that, it's like chrome. And then we got like a little fan, which is kind of strange how it doesn't really work. Maybe, I don't know. But really cool details on the rims, if you guys can see. Wow, okay, that's just too complex for me, bro. So pretty cool, not gonna lie. Then we got the Baja Extreme, which is kind of very cool. It has insane cool textures. It looks like an explosion with like the DDS symbol, and it says, I don't know how to read that, but it's really cool design with all that like roll cage kind of stuff. We got some lights in the big front, and we got huge good suspension. Like these are good suspension, you guys can just tell. We got massive light ball, which is really cool detail. And over here we got a low kind of like roll cage with protection, and then we got another game wheel. But this time this is electric, which I think, which is really cool. The gas pedals look way more sturdy. And then we got all these buttons. Is any of them actually? No, I cannot. Alright. Lights. Okay, now that will actually work. That's strange, but all these are really cool. We got the shifters and stuff. We got double gaming chairs. We got a massive roll cage in the back, hooked up. You guys can see we got some fans and then a massive engine. So this thing's pretty much a roll cage on damn wheels, which is really cool. It definitely is really loud. Which is very cool. Now, it's amazing that suspension. Obviously, I already tested it off camera, but it is very good suspension. And then this thing is kind of similar. Honestly, it just feels a lot less fast or something. But we got some different light bars. I didn't even realize that. And then we got different colors, kind of team off road. Really cool. We got the same kind of fan. We got this massive wheel, massive wheels. Yeah, cool. Kind of similar to the inside stuff, but yeah, very cool. Not gonna lie. And then let's just do the green one. And then the green one is, I like the color scheme of this one. It definitely looks like one of my old dream cars back in the day. It's kind of crazy how this was the original car we saw in the beginning. But very cool suspension, like always. About cool lighting, big lighting, gaming chair. Oh, it looks like this one's not electric, huh? Strange. That's cool. But yeah, very cool, not gonna lie. I love the details in this thing. But yeah, very cool. Now let me just show you a little bit of vehicle config, because I won't really showcase that too much, okay? Now I'm not gonna do the RAM test since I'm actually showcasing this. So you guys, so pretty much you can do different parts. You can change the license plate like California if you guys want to. And then if we go back here, you guys can actually see the California license plate, which is pretty cool. We can change the paint design if we want to. So let's just do this gamblers, and now we have like kind of rusted paint job. Oh, this actually looks kind of cool. Like you know what I mean? And then we can like maybe change it to be like black, for example, which is really cool. So we can really like kind of color however we want. So now it looks like an abandoned like police car, which is really cool. Maybe we can do some police chases with that. But very cool. And over here in the body, there's a lot of things. So we can like empty out the backlight if we want to. Very cool. We can change the engine, body trim, hood, bumper, or rear bumper. I don't know what the deck lid is. We got left door, right door. Yeah, so you can just kind of config whatever you want. Not gonna lie, it's really cool because you can download mods and you can just like make this thing look unrecognizable. But wow, like, yeah, this thing has a pretty much. This game is just insanely detailed. It literally took me like 2 years to understand pretty much like kind of the basics. Not gonna lie. Like you can add a roll cage if you guys want to, and then boom, there we go. That's a roll cage, which is really cool. Oops, and sensory driver seat. You know, you can change it, passenger seat. It's just like anything. Like if you think about it, it's gonna be in this game. Well, I can change the steering wheel. But yeah, very cool. Not gonna lie, you can even change the suspension, which is probably my favorite. Tow hitch, windshield, trunk load. Like you can even like load up a box if you wanted, if you really want to. I don't know where the game would love to put the box. Oh, maybe in here actually. Hold on. It's in here. Let's see. No. Ah, switch. Okay. Yeah, front load, navigation unit, and the interior, signal lights, gray seats, horn, paint design. Yeah, which is really cool. You can also change the license say, license plate say, so we do blueberry, for example. It would say blueberry on it, which is really cool, not gonna lie. And in tuning, you guys can look. I now really mess with this because I feel like I'm gonna mess something up. But you can just do anything you want. You can change the color if you guys want to. I highly suggest this game, not gonna lie. You can save and load, it looks like, and then debug. I don't really know what this is kind of exactly, match, but I don't know what any of this means right here. You know, I've been playing this game for like ever since the beginning. Well, been watching and playing it, but yeah, very cool. That pretty much applies with every single like vanilla BeamNG car. I've not really tested that on the modding, but yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Alright, bye, my friends.